Howdy y'all, welcome back to my Let's Play of EVE Online. In our last mission, as you can see right here, got us a 75mm Gatling gun and some more antimatter charge to put in it. So now we are ready to take on mission number 2 of Cash Flow for Capsuleers. In this mission, it looks like some Guristas have kidnapped a miner and are demanding a hostage swap. They want one of their comrades for the miner. And this guy is going to send us out there, and our job is to rescue the civilian miner. We need to eliminate the pirates, rescue the miner they are holding as captive. We will find the miner in a cargo container ejected from one of their ships when we blow them up, basically. The mission location will be here in Uitra, so we won't have to make any jumps between systems. When we take the mission, we will get a motion prediction skill book, which is very nice. I don't think it's going to let me... Yeah, here we go. Is it going to... Yeah, it's going to let me click on it. Okay. Let's see what this does. Motion prediction. Improved hitting moving targets, a 5% bonus per skill level to weapon turret tracking speeds. That's just going to increase our DPS for things that we are shooting at, which is very handy to have. So that'll be nice. And when we come back after we are successful, he will give us a brand new ship, a Merlin, which is the Caldari frigate, basically. It uses small weapon modules. It is a combat vessel. It uses mainly hybrid turrets. There are bonuses to small hybrid turrets, a 5% bonus to damage for any hybrid turret that you install on this type of ship, and a 4% bonus to all shield resistances. As we've been saying, the Caldari are a shield tank, and pretty much all of their bonuses are going to be shield bonuses, either shield resist or shield recharge, something of that nature. The requirements, we already meet the requirements. We have Spaceship Command level 1, and we have Caldari Frigate level 1. So we are ready to fly this thing. As soon as we get it, we would just have to fit it properly. So that'll be nice. That's a good thing to have. And we start getting bonus rewards. A bonus reward is a reward for completing the mission within a time limit given by the mission. In this particular instance, we have 1 hour and 44 minutes to go out, rescue the miner, shoot the pirates, and get back and click the complete button. You do not get the bonus reward if you just get the check marks. You actually have to come back and click the complete mission button within the time frame that you have been given. Okay, just getting the green check marks is not enough. Now, a reward for completing the mission is ours no matter how long it takes us. If it takes you, an hour, you get the reward plus the bonus. If it takes you 2 hours, you only get the reward, not the bonus. So we will go ahead and click accept on this. We will get our motion prediction skill book, and we will go ahead and start training that immediately. Let's go to our item hanger. We will right click and train now to level 1. Alright, and let's see how long that will take. That will take 16 minutes. Okay, that's fine. I don't think we'll add anything to that. As you can see, I've already got some other skills in my skill queue, some very long time skills that I have in there that I want training when I'm not doing anything else. Either if I'm offline, if I don't happen to have another skill that I'm trying to train, then I want these to be training when I'm not doing anything else. So that's why those are there. Now, Aura is going to tell us about guns and ammo, Most guns require either ammunition or a frequency crystal. That was the crystal we were talking about for laser turrets. Frequency crystals do not run out of charges. They are not a finite ammo-based gun. A frequency crystal, once you install it into the turret, it is there until you take it out. It does not run out of energy or charge or number of shots or anything like that. Like our turrets use standard ammunition charges, and those do run out. That's why we have to have, 500, 2,000, however many you think you're going to need for a mission, you better have, because if you run out of that, your guns are useless. Alright, so we will see what she wants. Preparation, using the fitting service, which we've done countless number of times. She just wants us to make sure we have ammo in our guns. We do, and we'll go ahead and undock. Alright, now that we've undocked, we can click next. About loading our weapons, we can always right click and load them or unload them. You can unload here. If they were empty, it would give us another option above this to select the ammunition and install it, which we've already done. So we'll click next. The different types of weapons: lasers, projectile turrets, hybrid turrets, missile launchers. Missile launchers do use missiles. Those missiles are like the charges we use. One shot for one missile. You run out of missiles, your missile launcher isn't going to be shooting anything. Rocket launchers work the same way. You have to have rockets to load into your rocket launchers. And then if you need to know more, she gives you some handy links. So we're done with that. Let's go shoot us some pirates and save a miner. So we will warp to the location, and that is miner as in someone who digs rock, not someone who is underage. I understand my accent, kind of hard to tell the difference sometimes, but we are going to go save someone who likes to dig around in the ground. Alright, here we are. We have 3 pirate ships, so let's go ahead and get within range of them. Our optimal range for the light electron blaster is 600 meters. Our optimal range for the Gatling gun is 3,600 meters. That's a big difference. Now, the optimal range for the Gatling gun is beyond the fall-off range of our electron blaster, which means if we were in the optimal range for the Gatling gun, we wouldn't be able to hit anything with our electron blaster. However, if we get within range of our electron blaster, we will be able to use both guns. It won't be optimal for the Gatling gun, but we will at least be able to use both, and some is better than none. So we will go ahead and get within range of the smaller gun. Whenever we get another 75mm Gatling gun, we can take the light electron off and put another Gatling gun on, and then we can actually operate at the same range, which is important. When you're fitting a ship for combat, you want to make sure that that your weapons are all at approximately the same optimal range. That way you can use them all, assuming you can keep that range going, and you will do more damage that way. So that's what we're trying to do right now, is use both guns on one guy. There he goes. Now we have the other one, so we'll go ahead and click that. We'll go ahead and get him shooting at it, and we'll go ahead and lock the target of the third one. There he goes. We've got him targeted. We'll go ahead and fire, and then we will set our orbit range, get within range. Okay, now if you'll notice, I'm at 5,000 meters. I am missing completely with the electron blaster, but I'm hitting with the other gun. That is the difference. When you have two weapons that have two different optimal and fall-off ranges, you can have problems like that. That's why it's better to have weapons that have both the same fall-off and optimal ranges so that you don't have that problem. Now some more guys have jumped into the battle here, and we will go ahead and take after them as well. Let's get them both locked, and I'll show you how you can fire at two different people at the same time. We'll use the short gun on this first one since he's right up here close, and we'll use the long range gun on the second guy since he's out there. And look at this, they will both go down at about the same time. There you go. And that's how you can fire at two different targets at the same time. Now, this guy, and let's use also in the RIA launch, they use the WASD keys, which means I should be able to turn my, nope, it didn't set up right. Okay, well then I will just double click in space and run back to this thing. This is another way you can turn your ship, is by double clicking anywhere in space. Your ship will turn towards where you double clicked and start flying in that direction, just forever. It's not the best way to do anything because ships are really slow and the galaxy is really huge, and it would take you forever to get anywhere that way. But if you're just wanting to go at something, that is one way to do it. Now, this dropped metal scraps. Alright, we'll just put those into our ship so that we have them. And where's our cargo container? There's our cargo container. If you remember, the mission said that it would drop from one of the ships, and it did. So we will go ahead and loot this cargo container, and it should have our civilian miner in it that we needed to rescue. There they are. So we'll just drag them into our ship's cargo hold, which will get rid of the container. It disintegrates, and now we should be ready to head back. Let's take a look, make sure, yes, we are ready. Let's read the details, make sure we got everything we needed from here. Yep, there's our check mark. The drop-off location is back at our station. So what we will do is just select dock,
warp drive active,
and we will head back to drop off this civilian back in the safety of the station.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And there we go. Okay, now to complete the mission, it's safe. It's always safe if you're doing any type of a mission where you have to transport something from one station to another, or you go to space, you pick something up and you have to transport it to a station. It's always safest. It's not always necessary, but it's always the safest thing to do is if you take the item you're supposed to transport once you get to your destination and drag it into the item hangar of that station. That way the object is now located in the station and not on your ship. And then you can go ahead and complete the mission with the knowledge that it will register that yes, you have brought the correct item to the correct station, and you will get your rewards when you select complete mission. There we go. It is now done, and we should have, yes, we got our money. We certainly did. If I can extend this out, we will see Let me load the wallet here. There we go. Our 71,000 mission bonus reward. And we got a bounty prize for killing the pirates out there. 12,000 ISK. Bounty, 71,000 bonus reward. Very nice for our mission. And we now should have a new ship. Where is it? Well, if you go to your inventory and you go to your ship hangar, or hit Alt-N, it'll show you your ships that are docked in the station that you're located in. And there we have our Merlin. Now there's a little 1 on here, and this one does not have a 1. That is because this Merlin is packaged. It has been shrink wrapped, for lack of a better phrase. It is not ready to be flown. In order to fly a ship, you have to assemble it. You left click and you assemble it, and then that little 1 will disappear. You take the shrink wrap off of it, and it's ready to fly. But it won't have anything fitted to it. It will just be a ship with no modules at all fitted to it. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's go ahead and assemble it. And then, in order to look at it, we need to make it the active ship. We can go here and make the ship active. And now, we are flying a Merlin. There it is. Okay, now, the Merlin has nothing in it, okay? If we go over here to our ship fittings, right here, you'll see it has 3 high slots, 4 medium slots, 3 low slots, and 3 rigging slots. There's nothing in the ship. If we left the station right now in this ship, there's nothing we could do but fly it around, okay? So, we need to put some stuff on this. We had stuff on our Ibis. We had turrets, we had ammunition in the cargo hold, and we could use that if we removed them from the Ibis. So what we'll do is we'll right click on the Ibis, we will go down to strip fitting. What this will do is take everything off of the Ibis and place it in our item hanger. Okay, so we will strip it. It'll say, well, are you sure you want to do this? Because you're taking everything off this ship. Yes, we want to do this. We're done flying that rookie ship. We don't want to fly it any longer. Now, if we go to our item hanger, we will see the 2 guns that we had, the ammunition charges that were loaded in those guns, and our small shield booster all have appeared in our item hanger. What didn't appear was the charges that we had in the ship's cargo hold. I think we had a little over 2,000 charges in there. In order to get those, what you can do is, here is our Ibis in our item hanger. We can left click on that, and there is the cargo hold of the Ibis. So we can just select everything in the cargo hold, drag it to the item hanger, and now there is nothing on the Ibis, either fitted or in its cargo hold. We have completely stripped it of everything. We can go to our item hanger, right click, stack all, just to make it all nice and neat, and there we go. Now we can fit these items onto our Merlin. So we will go to our ship fittings, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the light electron gun here because it has such a short range, and we're actually trying to get a long distance shooter. That's kind of what Gatling guns are good for. They're rail guns. Their purpose is to shoot at an extreme distance. So we're just going to, for now, we are just going to fit the 1 Gatling gun. We're going to put some ammo in it, and we're going to put the rest of the ammo in the cargo hold. We are going to fit the small shield booster, and notice that takes up some CPU and some power grid. We're going to fit it, and we're going to sell these metal scraps just like we did last time. Sell this item, that's fine. We'll sell one for 12.5. Are you sure you want to sell it? Yes, I do. There you go. And we'll just stack them all so that it sorts them correctly. And there we go. Now we have our gun and our shield booster on our Merlin. Now if we wanted to buy a couple more turrets to fit on this, we could go to the not the map. I want the market. Here we go, the regional market. And we could take a look at ship equipment. We are running a turret. So we'll look under turrets. It's a hybrid turret. It's a rail gun. It's a small rail gun. And if we scroll down here, we see the 75mm railguns. The carbide railgun is selling for 20,000 per.
Skill training completed.
And thank you, Aura, for letting us know that that finished. Yes, our motion prediction targeting finished. Very nice. Let's see, the 75mm carbide railgun, that is selling for 20,000. The compressed rail coil gun is selling for 194,000, and the prototype is selling for 740,000 ISK. Well, we're new, we don't have a lot of money, so we'll just go ahead and buy one of these $20,000 75mm carbide railguns. So I'll right click, say buy this, and up comes the buying window. What you've selected will be down here at the bottom. You will be giving 20,000 ISK. You will get one carbide railgun. If we notice, we can actually fit two of these on here. We can't fit any missile launchers. There's no hard points for a missile launcher. You can only fit turrets on a Merlin. So what we will do is, they're 20,000. We made over double that in our if we check our last mission, we made 70,000 on the last mission as a bonus reward. We could buy two of these and still have made money on our last mission. So I think we'll do that. We'll go ahead and buy two of these for 40,000 total. This is just warning us that the price we have chosen is a lot over the regional average. If you wanted to, you could check the market, see where things are selling, and try to get a lower price. Alright, let's see. Are you sure you want to enter this order? No, let's take a look at what things are going for around. If we wanted to make 4 jumps and go to Jita, we could actually buy them for 6,300 ISK each. If you're a brand new player and you don't have any money or a lot of money, this would actually be worth your while, because you could jump to Jita. You can right click the location, say set destination. If you'll notice, all of the squares are bluish green or blue, which means it's a safe trip. It's all high sec space. You make 4 jumps and you could buy 2 of these for almost half of what one will cost you here in Uitra. That's a pretty good deal. So I think we will do that, actually. I think we will make the jump to Jita, and we'll buy a couple of those before we do our next mission. So I won't make you watch that. I'll just go get them and come back, and then I'll show you fitting them, putting the charges in them, and then we'll go out and do the 3rd military mission. In the meantime, insurance for your ship. Eve has a system in place where you can insure the ship that you're flying in case it gets blown up, either by NPC pirates or if it's blown up by another character. You can insure your ship for a certain amount of money, okay? We got this ship for free. It didn't cost us anything to buy it. It is going to cost us some money to properly fit it. We're going to spend 12,000 ISK getting a couple more guns to put on it. But it didn't cost us anything to buy the ship. Normally, if we were to buy one of these Merlins, what would it cost us? Oop, that's the fittings page. Here's the market. Alright, so let's type in Merlin here. And let's do a search for a Merlin. How much do these ships sell for? If we needed to replace our ship, what would it cost us? And in this region, Merlins are selling for right now. There's a few for sale under $1 million. You could do, if you want to jump here. Okay, here's some for. Let's sort this price by lowest price. Here we go. In this station, you can buy a Merlin for 500,000 ISK. If you needed to replace this ship, if it got blown up, you would have to replace it. It would cost you 500,000 ISK to replace just the ship, not any of the modules that went on it. That doesn't include your guns, your ammo, your shield boosters, your shield hardeners, your riggings. That doesn't count any of that. That's just the ship itself. Blank ship costs 500,000 ISK. So, if this thing gets blown up, we want to be able to buy another one, and insurance helps you do that. If we come over here to the insurance button, that's reprocessing, industry, factional, ship insurance. Here we go. And we click on it, we can click on our Merlin, and we can insure it for a certain amount. This just warns you that once you insure a ship, if you repackage it, and there's a way to repackage ships, you basically put the shrink wrap back on them if you don't want to fly it. And you don't just want to store it as is. You actually want to shrink wrap it if you wanted to transport it somewhere in another ship. You have to shrink wrap it first. If you repackage a ship, you lose the insurance that you had on that ship. It is no longer insured, and you just lose the premium that you paid for that insurance. Once you start flying the ship again, if you want to make sure it is insured, you have to repay the premium. And they're just making sure you understand that. Yes, we do. Now, we said it would cost 500,000 ISK to replace just the ship. Okay, and there are some options here. You have basic insurance, standard insurance, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Platinum is always the most expensive, but it returns the most amount. Now, it does not return the full value of the ship. A lot of times that will be the case. It returns most of it, though. I mean, you're getting almost there. It would cost you 500,000 ISK, and this is about 486,000 ISK. You're about 14,000 ISK short. That's not too bad, but it costs you 145,000 ISK just to take out the insurance on it. So, would you be better off maybe with basic insurance? If you're a brand new pilot, that at least gets you about halfway to buying another Merlin. And it only costs you 24,000 ISK. That's 1/10. You get 10 times your return on the basic. You jump up to the platinum, you see this number. Oh gosh, that almost gets me there, but it costs you 145,000 ISK. That is about 3 to 4 times a return rather than 10 times a return. And what are you going to use the ship for? Are you going to be running around in high-sec space like we are, just shooting NPC pirates? If you are, then you're probably never going to lose the ship. And you'll make way more money in the lifetime that you have that ship than it would cost you to replace it. And therefore, you would have more than enough ISK to cover the difference between what the insurance payout would be and what you ended up making while you had the ship. Running out, doing missions, exploring, whatever you want to do with it. So since we're going to stay pretty much in high-sec space for the entire time we have that we'll be flying this Merlin, we'll go ahead and take the basic coverage. It'll pay us out half the value of it, but we're going to make well in excess of what the difference is going to be. So we're going to be just fine with basic insurance on this ship. So there we go. And she just tells you about boarding the correct ship in your hangar. We went over that in the ship hangar, making sure you're flying the correct ship. The insurance window we went over. Different insurance quotes we went over. She wants us to open the window. Okay. And then she tells you if you have more questions, always check out the insurance link that she has for you. We can also, if you have any questions, remember the Rookie Help channel is a big resource for new pilots. You can ask any questions you want to in there. Someone is probably going to have an answer for you. But that is the end of our video for today. Until next time, I am Sunder, and I'll see you later.